Coming up on the 100k footy show, this is a fucking awesome show, Jeff. One of our best ever multis.
Oh, it's the round 18 edition. As always, we try and turn $10 into 100k betting on the footy. We've got the ramble. We've got 2 punters clubs.
Yeah, it's
unbelievable. You got to stay tuned. 2 punters club. Pyramid amendments. What else we do?
A lot of pyramid amendments. Thank God, Ben King, we had to deal with that.
Hoodies are on sale. They look incredible. Like,
awesome.
Subscribe, send it to a mate. Bash.
If you're new to the show, this is the best preview of the AFL round 18. You'll listen all week.
You'll cut that bit.
Give us a go. Welcome back to the show that's currently building Heaney's case for tribunal tonight. Welcome back to the show that's making a late push to join the Australian Olympic squad. Welcome back to the show that's due... Welcome back to the show that due to Melbourne's winter had a worse day today than Adam Simpson. Welcome back to the show that's always good for an hour of hit and miss comedy, a couple of decent bets, a lot of losing ones, but nonetheless an enjoyable 50 minutes of noise. Welcome back to the show that every week previews the round of AFL footy coming up by attempting to turn $10 into 100k with an enormous 9-game multi. I'm Bubba Ray, he's Devon, and welcome back to the 100k footy show. Jeb, how are you, brother?
Oh, great introduction, Lou. You stuff it up and cracking it at yourself is good stuff. Morgs, my missus told me she was going to leave me for my disgusting habits.
So good.
I nearly choked on my toenail.
I love how much you loved that one.
I got another one in case that one was a miss. What's better than roses on a piano?
What?
Tulips on my organ.
You've told that one before.
No, I haven't. I've heard it before. That's good stuff.
That is awesome.
It's good to be back. Das on night shift. We miss him. It's just us two. You were off camera last week with COVID. Now Das on night shift. It's just me and people ripping me for being a Swan supporter these days.
You are the only constant here at 100k HQ. So I am sorry that I'm in the chair. More so that I'm shattered Das isn't here. But yeah, Das goes back to night shift. He'll be back on the Sunday roast. Speaking of which, Jev, was the best Sunday roast of the year. You sort of touched on it before, but that was, I reckon, the height of the 100k. The amount of DMs we got on as soon as that siren went, all in good fun, but just absolutely ripping you was awesome.
Yeah, I absolutely copped it from pillar to post. Gave out my raw emotions on the 100k because I just got off the train. My phone was dead. I just walked in the door, opened, and me and Das started recording, and I was quite raw. And I said the Swans are no longer premiership favourites. Said Freo are now the premiership favourites. Like toys out of the cot, Isaac Heaney's getting suspended. I cracked the sads, but it's been a couple of days now, and I'm still filthy about it. But Callum Mills is back. I'm happy.
That's right. It'll be 1 in, 1 out if he gets a week off. But as I said, that was fucking awesome. It's almost a good thing. We want the Blues to win and the Swans to lose, really, for the 100k to go anywhere.
I cop it, don't I?
People
feel
come
for me.
They do. But it was all in good fun. I'm dripping head to toe in 100k merch. I just wanted to mention, Jev. I'm in the 100k washed red, which you can get online.
Looks incredible.
And the hoodies there. They are the best hoodies in the
100%.
game. So the link is down below. We reviewed last week's multi, as we always do. So you've had 3 weeks basically in a row where you and Das have only been by yourselves, because I was in Japan for 2 weeks and then crook as a dog last week. And you've had 3 fucking good weeks. So you went 26 of 36 last week, 72%. There are a couple of voids in that, but your bad legs.
So these are the bad legs, and I'm just looking at them now. They're stiff. So Max Holmes 20.
Yep.
His first time of the season, he went under 20.
Yes.
He had 17. Bailey Banfield anytime. Not my best leg. So he should have kicked a goal. He didn't kick one. Spit Roast Witherden, our boy Spit Roast, need him for 15. He only had 12. You got to have more than 12 Spit Roasts on the MCG.
He knows that.
Jamara for 1. So we didn't say this on the pod, but the email we sent out to the Patreons had Jamara for 1.
Yep.
How does Jamara not kick 1?
Yeah.
One, and then Will Hayward anytime just didn't kick a goal. He usually kicks one every week, didn't kick a goal. And you?
Yeah, so
I've got
Darcy's bad legs. And I should rephrase it. We call it stiff legs. Like the Max Holmes 20, that's not a bad leg.
Oh,
that's
stiff.
A good leg. Well, it's not in this week, but that is a good leg. It's a stiff leg that didn't get up. Darcy's stiff ones, he had John Newcomb for 20, only had 15. Chuck Curnow for 2, only had 1, so that's a rarity. He was well held. Nick Newman for 20 had 18, so very close. Jack Viney for 20, again had 18. And Joe Danaher, he had him for 2, and he didn't kick a snag.
So they're all stiff. Yeah. You would have that multi this week, that 5-legger. They are good legs.
I will. I'll have that leg.
Good.
You're good ones, because there are a lot of good ones.
Good legs. So I said Ben King to kick 2 on the show, but we took that out of what we sent to our Patreon. So good legs, Ben King 1, Nick Larkey 1, Jason Horne-Francis 20, finished on 20. He was just kicking snags instead.
unreal.
Our man George Georgiadis
Yes.
to kick 1. He kicked 5. Had 4 at quarter. Artis kicked 5. Had 4 at quarter time. Jeremy Carey for 2. He kicked 4 goals, 5 I was saying. Finn the local produce for 20. he had heaps of it.
Awesome.
Tobes for 1. Jesse Hogan for 1. He kicked 5. Caleb Sarong for 25. Big Pizza Hut Tracy for
he's a
2.
specimen.
He kicked 5. Mudflap for 2. He kicked his 2. Papley anytime. Chad for 20. Isaac Ranger for 2 and 15. They both ticked.
Fucking
And
great.
Fogarty anytime. So we
Yes.
had a bunch of winning legs in there. I gave out heaps of winners, but just couldn't get the right mix.
He's in good form, Fog.
Yeah, great form.
I just wanted to quickly say, you've mentioned it twice now how you said the multi-change. So there was a void, which is why we had to change it. Ginnivan went out.
Ginnivan and Waitman
Yes.
both went out. So there was a couple of voids. So we had to add a couple of legs on the fly on Saturday morning. Yeah.
And building on that, onto the Patreon. So the emails got sent out straight away. So we did change the multi slightly to what the podcast was, and we emailed the legs just before noon. So if you do want to get those email links, head down to the Patreon link below. It's in the YouTube, it's in the Apple. We send the same game multis out. You click them all in, and there the 100Ks in your multi slip. Darcy's good legs, had plenty of them. Bailey Dale for 20 had 23. As we said, Guinea got voided, so he had Dillmore for 15 and Mitchie Lewis anytime.
Good legs.
Shout out to Mitchie Lou. Shattered for him.
That was fucked. Just
it's so sad.
went back with the flight, caught
just
one in
hate
the
to
head,
see it.
and did his ACL while he was knocked out in the air,
sucks.
basically.
He won't be listening to this, but we're thinking of you,
We
Mitchie
love
Lou.
you, Lewis Mitchell.
Mackay for 1, Chera 1, the Mantelpiece for 1. He's rowdier than Roddy Piper. Dan Rioli for 20, Bailey Fritsch for 2. He had his 3. Jack Steele for 20. Butcher's Dog for 1, Lockie Neal for 25, and Chuck Cameron for 1.
That's heaps of
So
legs.
a lot of great
heaps
legs.
of good legs. Great legs.
As you know, so we bet $10, trying to turn it into 100K on 8 games of footy.
Yep.
We don't bet on the Friday night game. We don't bet on the Thursday night game when there is one. We talk about it in the ramble. So in about 30 minutes, Jeff, it's coming up. Just have a little bit of a chat. Collingwood, Geelong, it's a good game. Friday night, MCG. Couple of bets on the weekend that didn't make the multi that you'll discuss.
Yep.
I like the sound of them. So we'll move on to them. But you're going to talk about the Punters Club, I believe.
Yeah, 10K Punters Club is back this week. We said last week,
Had a week off.
it's coming back every week to finish this year until we win the 10K. It's
Yep.
going to go every single week. 10K Punters Club. So here is the code. Listen up. It's $10 entry. This is the Bet With Mates code. This gets sent out to our Patreon, our Discord members before anyone else.
Yep, they go first.
The code is DRE57B. DRE57B. $10 entry. Usually we get 100 people like that.
Yep.
That's $1,000. We're trying to turn that 1,000 into 10,000. A 10-to-1 multi this weekend. 10K Punters Club is coming every week until we win it for the rest of the year.
I love it.
And if you stick around for the ramble, Lou, there's another little punters club that I'm going to be
Second-
talking about.
second Punters Club.
Yeah, that we're going to trial. It's coming up in the ramble, so I reckon it's going to be a must to be a part of. So if you stick around, that's coming up in the ramble as well.
It will be tough to stick around, but for those that do, they do deserve.
If you can make it through the ramble, good on you.
Next week, Premiership Pie. It's going to be an awesome Premiership Pie. So you've said that the Swans are no longer flag favourites, which I'm not sure that we all agree with that. And I think you might have got, your emotions got the better of you, but I'm looking forward to it because you had them, 50% last time you did it. They're not going to be 50%. We know that.
Yeah.
But I still think they might be the favourite.
They might be. I'll see how they go against North Melbourne this weekend. But I put out a pyramid last week, and I take my pyramid very serious.
You do.
And usually when I take risks, I always get them right.
Yep.
Leaving Sicily out at the start of the season.
Yep.
Bringing in guys like Harry Sheasel. I brought in
Yes,
Harry
that was
Sheasel
paid
last
off
week.
huge.
I take risks. I see trends coming. I watch a lot of footy. I usually get the pyramid bang on. And it was probably one of the best pyramids in the comments.
Yeah,
People
definitely
agree
best
with.
receiver we've ever had.
Except for Ben King.
Breasty.
Breast milk sister. Fucking hell. So he's coming second in the Coleman. Gold Coast haven't won away from home all year. He's kicked 26 goals in 8 weeks. He's on fire.
Yeah, it's well
I'm like,
warranted.
that is pyramid form.
Definitely.
I'm like, watch this. He'll be the reason they win their first game on the road. He'll kick 4 against North Melbourne. It's going to be a great thing.
Yep.
He kicks 1. He has 0 touches at halftime and they lose. Ben King is out. He's
Oh.
out. Yeah, he's out. I wish we
Not
could
even waiting.
Nah, he's just dropped. There's a spare spot in the pyramid up for grabs, basically.
Oh, so we're not replacing it today?
Well, I'd probably put Jeremy Cameron back in there. He's
Okay.
back, I reckon. He
Maybe-
was stiff.
Let's confirm next week.
Confirm next week. Confirm in a couple of weeks. But he is gone. Ben King and his sister Max are gone.
Maybe did Max's breast milk bottle, maybe Ben was rushing out the door, grabbed his muesli bar and grabbed the wrong bottle.
Was that Max out there?
Maybe it was.
Oh,
That's a good. Okay, so he's out. So
He's out.
we're
He's
not
fucking
going
gone.
a week with him in our pyramid. There won't be a post about
I'm
it.
thinking of deleting the post on Insta. It's so embarrassing having on there, but I won't. It'll stay. But Ben King is out of the pyramid.
I love that.
And yeah.
Just a drop 2 weeks before any pyramid's going to come. No, that's fucking awesome. It must be time for the 100k multi unless you've got anything else.
Nah, let's fucking crack in. I'm excited.
Saturday, July 30, $10 into 100k. I believe this multi is about 36 legs. Is it, Jeff?
It's a lot of legs.
Yeah, a lot of legs.
We only need $9.55, but geez, we give a lot of good legs.
A lot of good legs.
A lot of good legs here.
A lot of people will always ask us because we've done it for so many years. You can do more than 25 legs.
Yeah.
You just have to stack same game multi. So if you're doing it yourself, you have to put these bets on in the same game multi page of each game, or sign up to the Patreon, $2 a week.
$2 a week.
It's like less than a jam.
We'll email it straight to you.
Straight to your
Into
inbox,
your bet slip.
and you swing it in. So let's get it going. Saturday, July 13. Sydney Swans versus North Melbourne, Jeff, at the SCG. You said you were nervous about this game.
Oh, fucking oath, I'm nervous. North are on fire. I reckon we welcome back Callum Mills.
Yes.
We're finding out
Well
right now if Isaac Heaney gets off.
Yep.
Or not. We might have some breaking news on
Yeah,
the
so
pod.
Tuesday night we are filming this. So
There's a couple of... I'm going to talk about this game a little bit more in the ramble.
like it.
But for this, give me Chad Warner for 20 touches.
That'll-
Last week, my note said he's had 10 games in a row.
Yep.
He had 23 in the weekend, so that makes it 11 games in a row. We're still getting $1.21 for him to have 20.
What?
He'll get there.
Yep.
We just take Chad for 20 on the SCG. And then give me
right.
Tom Papley anytime.
Love it.
I'm getting $1.17 for Paps to kick one. Want to know the last time he hasn't kicked one at the SCG, Lewis?
Tell me.
Round 2, 2022.
That's
the
fucking-
night Buddy Franklin kicked his 1,000th goal is the last time Tom Papley didn't kick one on the SCG.
Spewing.
It's been 26 games in a row he's kicked a goal on the
Fucking
SCG.
unbelievable.
I said those exact notes 2 weeks ago. He kicked a goal. It's now 26 in a row. He's kicked one on the G. So to kick off the multi, all we've got,
Yep.
Chad Warner 20, Tom Papley anytime. We should get rolling.
Love it. No North legs in that. Being
No
the
North
first
legs.
game, we just want to get out of that.
I find it, I think Rowbottom's going to go to LDU.
Yep.
So if we took LDU for 25 at $1.21 and Rowbottom kept into 24, we'd be spewing.
Yes, that's a good call.
I think Sheasel's going to get played on as well. I
Yep.
think Ollie Florent might have a watch of Sheasel,
One-on-one.
and or James Jordan might look at Sheasel or Colby McKercher. I just think betting on him for 25 or 30, especially the first game of the week. If we took Sheasel for 25 and he worked off with 24 and 2 goals too,
Yep.
we'd be kicking ourselves.
No,
So
it's a great call.
no North, no big legs in this, just 2 ticks, keep us rolling. Larky will probably kick 1 or 2. We just didn't touch it, so yeah.
We can talk about. Oh, actually, I just wanted to have a look. They're almost primed for a bit of a pumping, aren't they, North? I know you're a bit nervous, but Gold Coast probably came down thinking we win this pretty easy. They wouldn't have put much time into the likes of Sheasel. Now all of a sudden you've got Ollie Florent, who's got a bit of an assignment on Sheasel. Well, we don't know this just yet, but the line's 47.5. So it just goes to show that it
The
might be a
bookies,
bit of a leg.
that's crazy. The bookies think it's 47.5. We've lost 2 in a row.
I don't know.
I wouldn't touch the Swans minus 47, but you
No.
could see us winning by 90 like that.
Definitely.
But $1.07 head to head, I wouldn't be touching.
No.
Oh,
So
fuck.
yeah, we just 2 games, nothing for me. I'll just let you cook with the Swans, Jeff. Hawthorn Freo down in Tassie, 145. Again, these link up 145 games.
why is there 2 at
Give
once?
us the Thursday night footy. Who do you like?
Caleb Sarong, 25 touches at $1.20. Lou, what are some sure things in life? Like Hollywood pizza after the G.
A boner at breakfast.
Jakey Waterman wearing a Legionnaire in the hairdressers.
Hot jam dough on the way out of Marvel.
The King sisters having a warm bottle of breast milk before bed.
Oh, yum, yum, yum.
Caleb Sarong, 25, is
Yep.
one of those sure things.
Yep.
He missed it once his last 30 games where he had 23 2 weeks ago. He had 30 in Tassie against the Hawks last time he played there last year.
Yep.
He just gets the pill. He gets 25. He's that reliable. So he's reliable as a boner on a Sunday morning. Caleb Sarong, 25 touches, $1.20.
Lock that in. Just quietly, I'm on the American honey.
You're just drinking it straight.
Absolute delicious drop.
I've noticed you fired up a little.
My throat's tickling. Give me Dylan the Foreman more. Jeff, 15 plus, $1.15. Talk about a spiritual leader, Jeff. Whether Sicily's in or not, this bloke screams leadership.
Oh, he's a
lot
freak.
of people calling for him to come in the pyramid. He was maybe a little bit stiff. Not stiff, but I reckon he's in that next 10 players. He's going to have to put some games together. But the fact that people are even calling him for a pyramid player
Shows
is
how good he is.
Absolutely. The way he plays feels a bit like the pilot in Command Chief, the operator, the big enchilada, the foreman, I've called him. Talk about some form. His last 5, 27, 19, 18, 29, 26. So the form's there in terms of touches. Talk about value for money. We don't have him for any snags, but in his last 3, he's kicked 1, 2, 2. He's a man at the peak of his powers, the foreman, and he's my perfect Saturday leg.
It's perfect. If I had a pyramid for role players and just like workhorse role players, team players, footballers, he'd be number 1.
He's the Dacos of role players.
He's the Dacos of role players.
There's your
That is
stat.
great.
Anything else?
Dylan Moore is the Nick Dacos of Ryan Crowley's. Speaking of pizza, what about Big Pizza Hut Tracy and his 5 snag performance on the weekend?
Yes.
I've got him for 1 snag in Tassie at $1 diddly squat.
Yep.
This will be a green tick by quarter time. He's one of like 5 players for the year that's kicked a goal every single week.
That's awesome.
I fucking love this big fella. They call him the Big Kahuna. We call him the Pizza Hut. Josh Tracy, anytime, bash.
I'm actually a little shattered with the Big Kahuna. I think it's been a bit done.
It's a bit.
I reckon he deserves a bit of a better nickname.
Yeah,
I know
well-
Pizza Hut isn't amazing. Don't get me wrong.
I wouldn't mind being the PH, the Pizza Hut.
PH. Yeah, I think we need a new nickname for him. We've given Mudflap. We need to get. We'll work on
Something
that.
to stick with him. Mudflap will probably tell Trees
Yeah,
that
have
he's
a word
Pizza
to
Hut.
next showdown or derby, whatever it's called. Is that all from you?
That's it.
We move back into the Igloo. Bulldogs, Carlton, Jev, 4:35, Marvel Stadium. I might be there.
Really?
Might be.
Yeah, it might be cold for you. You don't
I'll
want to
be
get sick.
fucking freezing. I'll be in ski boots. What do you like?
If there's 3 things Cody Waitman likes doing, it's taking photos of himself, kicking snags under the lid, and giving Jacob Wiedering a corky. Give me Cody Waitman for 1 snag at $1.16. The last 3 times he's run out on the Esky Marvel Stadium, he's walked off with a bag of 3 schnagglepusses.
Wow.
I can see it now. A big knee into Jacob Wiedering's quad and then a snag to razz the crowd up a little. If Jacob Wiedering's nickname isn't Corky Wiedering by the end of the year, I will be shocked. He is a corky a week at the moment.
Oh, I feel
How
so
sore must his quad be?
So sore.
Oh, you?
Yeah, I feel so sorry for him. Give me Charlie Curnow for $2.20.
Yeah, love it.
This is free money. Some unbelievable numbers here. His last 5 against the Puppies, he's kicked 2 goals 3, 5 goals straight, 7-1, 2-0, and 1 goal 4. This man gets his looks. We know that. He got blanketed last week against the Giants. What's Tom?
Jack Buckley got
Jack
him.
Buckley did an absolute number on him. He's been called out for his competitiveness.
Yeah, I
Matty
saw
Lloyd
that.
went out for him. He'll come back like John Farnham this week, I reckon. He's had his worst game of the year. That won't happen again. Das always says that you're either hot or you're due. I would argue he's both.
Yep.
So that's perfect for punting.
Yeah.
Perfect punting.
Hot and
jump
due.
on, $1.20 under the lid to Chuck.
Tell you what, remind me to go back to it in the ramble.
Please.
To look what he's paying for 15 and 20 touches. I reckon he could get up the
Yeah,
ground
it's
a bit
a
this
great
week.
call.
He could have they're calling him to get up the ground,
It's a great
roam
call.
a bit like Jeremy Cameron. Let's see what he's paying for 20 touches in the
love that.
ramble. We'll multi that
I
up.
will jot that down.
Morgs, I've had 20 every game I've finished this year.
This is who am I?
Well, I'm going to tell you who it is, but
Okay. Cheers.
I can. Who am I? I've had
Sure.
20 every game I've finished this year.
Yep.
I've had 20 my last 4 games against the Blues.
Yep.
Some say I'm that tough. I prefer them to turn the aircon on in Marvel Stadium.
Oh.
My diet consists of fruit nut bars and raw liver. I'm Tom Libra 20. Yes, Tom Liberatore for 20 touches. I'm having 20 touches. He gets it every week. It's paying $1.20, and he's just going to keep continuing to get 20, especially against the Blues. He's the head in the casserole, the head in the onion, in your nan's sundress, whatever the fuck Das usually says. Liver gets 20. He'll put his head anywhere, that cunt.
Libra 20 is awesome.
Tom
When you
Libra
said
20.
my diet's fruit and nut bars, I honestly thought it was you. Give me Nick Newman. So heard us last week.
Yep.
20 plus, $1.35. Value's too good. Never thought the words would come out of my mouth. I must admit, I'm betting on Newman 20. He was slipperier than a block of prison soap last week.
Yep.
And I reckon he gets back into the Igloo where he's comfortable. His last 2 under the lid, he's had 23, 24. Drive away, no more to pay. 20 plus, $1.35. It's a premium price, as Das would say, under the lid, and I love it. This will cash.
Absolutely.
It will.
That's it for me in this game.
Yeah, I got one more. Harry Mackay for $2 at $1.40.
I love this leg.
So I said it from the couch last week. I thought Harry was the bet last week.
Yep.
I'm not claiming that. I'm just meaning that he's loving at the moment playing behind Chuck.
Yep.
I'd love to see a list of forwards. So he's won a Coleman.
Yep.
He undeniably gets the second defender every week.
Yep.
in terms of forwards that undeniably get the second defender every week, he'd have to be right up there.
Right,
He
fucking
would
up there.
fucking love playing with Chuck Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
His last 5, 3-1, 3-2-5. Last time they played the Dogs in round 9, bit of a dog of a game. 59-79, he kicked fuck all 2. Just 2 behinds. He's 3 before that though, Jeff. 4-1, 4-1, 3-0. This is the bet.
Yep.
I might be there, watch him sail through, but he doesn't play with a lot of pressure at the moment. He's loose.
I like him for 3 or 4.
Yeah, so do I.
reckon he's starting to learn how tall he is. How often does he mark? Like he's 200 centimetres,
Yep.
like right up there.
100%.
And going back to what we're going to talk about in the ramble, when Charlie's up the ground,
Yes.
he has a laser of a leg that just hits Harry on tit. That is the leg. Harry Mackay 2, $1.40. Love it, Lou.
It's a bit more of a ramble discussion, but they tried Harry high. He was always the high one.
Yeah.
But you're right, he doesn't have the shoe, and they know that with Charlie
Yeah.
now. That kick to Harry last week was fucking awesome.
Oh, it's unbelievable. It's like Charlie plays deep when Harry goes chops out in the ruck.
Yep.
But as soon as TDK's out in the ruck, send Harry back to the goal square, get Charlie roaming and
Fucking
just
oath.
dart them in. They'll both kick 4 this weekend for sure.
Gonna be
I think
interesting.
Liam Jones is playing. They haven't got enough cattle to play on these two.
Yep. It's definitely a different sort of game when they play at Marvel.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see what they do. Adelaide, St Kilda, Adelaide Oval, 7:30 over there. Jeff, who do you like?
Give me Jack Steele, 20 touches at $1.17.
Yep.
Midfielders just have to walk off the field with 20 touches, don't they? If you're a
Good ones,
midfielder,
yep.
you have to. Jack Steele's had 20 all 5 times he's played the Crows in his career. He always has 20 at Adelaide Oval. He had a good game against the Swans last week. He had his 20. He did his job. He had a starting position on a good player. Like I think he was standing next to Heaney a lot.
Yep.
When he got like 29 or something, he was good. So Jack Steele, 20 touches, $1.17 should be a tick, should
Yep.
keep us
I
rolling,
like it.
Lou.
What I do like about him, I don't know if you were there, but on the Channel 7 coverage, you could see how much that win meant to him.
Yep.
So he's obviously a man that cares. I mean, we already knew that, but it was good to see that. Give me the hottest small forward in the comp, Jeff.
Yep.
The Butcher's Dog for a snag.
Oh,
he is so lively. Jack Higgins anytime, $1.14. I can't believe this price. He's playing like a man possessed at the moment. What's his face from Stranger Things? That's what, he's into Stranger Things, this bloke.
Will Byers.
Will Byers. He's playing like the big ugly cut in whatever that's called. He's averaging 2 goals for a game in the last 5, just dominating. $1.14. I thought about taking him for 2, but $1.14 is too good in a 100K
It's just
multi.
it's a good anytime he kicks one, everyone knows it. He's an absolute star.
Gets home, he gets some Netflix on, and he goes to bed with his bag of 1.
Just absolutely does. Morgs. Stock up the wool shed with double blacks, Marlboro Reds, and WD-40 up that damn mechanical bull because the big fog's kicking 2 on Saturday night in Adelaide. Then he's heading straight to the wool shed for a wet pussy shot and a rodeo. Give me Darcy Fogarty for 2 at $1.59. $1.59. He's kicked multiple goals 9 games in a row. 22 goals in his last 9 games, Lou.
so impressive.
It's just 2s and 3s.
Yep.
It is more certain that him having 2 double blacks this weekend that he is kicking 2 goals at Adelaide on a Saturday night. Look out, lighters, darts, wet pussy shots, wet pussy girls, the mechanical bull, and double blacks. The fog is in town.
I knew something was coming. His form line's like my last 5 girlfriends. It's just 2s and 3s.
Oh, fuck.
Jeff, if I offered you 11% interest on your money, would you just take out all your cash? Would you rob Nana of her super and give me every dollar you would for the next 5?
Probably, yeah.
That's what I'm getting for Tex anytime.
Oh, God, yeah.
So just for one, Tex, he's kicked 7 his last 5. Last time they played the Saints, he kicked 5. The form's there. It's one you don't need to overthink.
He
It's
just kicks him at Adelaide
$1.11
Oval.
just for one. We discussed the idea of 2. Instead, we went the fog, the horseshoe, as they call him in Adelaide. $1.11 for one's too good. Watch him dob on.
After the Butcher's Dog, who's kicking the snags for the Saints?
Well, that's the question.
I reckon this man, Dan Butler, has to pop up for 1.
Okay.
I'm getting $1.70 for the little butt crack to kick 1. He's kicked a goal 3 of his last 4 weeks. He's kicked a goal in every career game against the Crom. He's a goddamn small forward and he has to put himself in position to kick a snag.
Yep.
Dan Butler, anytime, $1.70. I watched him kick one last week. They got no Max King. If you look at the betting odds of this game, it's Crows player. It's ranking it. It's Fogarty and Tex. Then it's Higgins. Then it's just more Crows player, and then it's Dan Butler.
Yeah, right.
Someone has to. They're going to kick 12 to 13 goals.
Yep.
Someone has to kick him for the Saints. Dan Butler for $1.70 just should pop up for 1. I reckon he will. The little butt crack.
Adelaide Oval, it's a goal haven.
Yeah, it's a goal haven. Saturday night.
Big final. Who am I?
I've got one too.
Yeah, great. My last 3 games, I've been a Premier Ball winner, having 26, 25 and 18. My 2 middle names are Sebastian Nelms. I'm 28, but I look 38. I won a Sandford Premiership in 28, but my old man missed the game. My nickname at school was Slinky because I was good for nothing but fun to push down the stairs. Who am I?
Oh, fuck. I got no idea.
Cal Wilkie, Jeff.
Oh.
15 plus, $1.14. So pretty good. Last 5, 18-10. Sorry, 18-10, but then his last 3, 26, 25, 18.
Yeah, he's getting the ball.
Jeb. They play that chip around footy.
Yeah, they did
so he
against
gets
the Swans
touches in the
last
back half. You can just see Tex is going to be on the mark, going to be frustrated.
Yeah.
Cal Wilkie's going to get his 15th in the third quarter. So $1.14. Do you know what made me put this bet in? The one-on-one with Heaney in the goal square.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
He's
Right in front of me. Right in front of me. He's an accountant.
He's like, how good's this? Footy. Like,
Yeah.
I'm getting paid to play footy. So
Yeah.
he's cool, calm and collected. Just need 15 from Big Cal Wilkos. $1.14 the Slinky.
Perfect. Who am I, Lewis?
Yeah, great.
My teammates call me Jedi or Skywalker.
Yep.
I was born on the same day. Ignition by R. Kelly was the #1 song on the charts.
Great stat.
I've had 15 touches 7 games in a row. I'm known to rub one out into a condom. I'm paying $1.20 for 15. Who am I?
That's a good mail. Jeez, it sounds like Michael Bevan.
I'm Lukey Nankervis,
Oh, no.
the 21-year-old from Bentley. I've had 15 7 games in a row. I play off the half back line. I've earned my keep at the Crows.
Yeah, you have.
They trust
Well
me.
done.
I play off the half back. I'm in the side.
Happy for
I
you.
get the ball. 15 touches, 7 games in a row. I'm getting $1.20.
Yep.
I love betting on players to get 15 because everyone should be able to get 15 in AFL games. Or most people should.
Yeah, it's
like
fair.
he's going to give himself a chance. He plays off the half back line. They're going to have the ball.
Yep.
15. Bash.
Love it. Did you get that mail from Source?
No, just made
Yeah,
it
right.
up.
His cousin. Yeah, I thought you might have made it up.
So far.
Takes us to the G, Saturday night, 7:30, Melbourne versus Essendon. You like the Bombers in this game. I think this will be a cracking game.
I think the Bombers are certainties. They're
Yeah,
$1.57.
Yep.
No Max
No
gone.
Max.
I think Neil Bullen hurt his knee.
Yep.
No Christian Petrarca. I'm telling you, I like the product the Bombers put out in the field.
Yep.
They've got forwards, they've got mids, they've got a ruckman, and they've got defenders.
You've said it all
They
year.
put a good product on the field. I think they're just going to be too good for the Ds. Too powerful.
hope
Too
so.
many good players.
Yep.
If they lose this game, I'll come for them on the roast. But they've impressed me all year. We
Yep.
know you don't speak about the Bombers till they win a final. Like that's their big test.
stiff,
Get to
isn't
the
it?
finals and win a final. But they're doing it. They've ticked every box so far.
Yep.
Give me Trent Rivers 20.
Yep.
I reckon this is the last week we'll ever get $1.27 for Trent Rivers for 20. He's just a midfielder now.
Yep.
No more pixie dust off the half back line. He's had 25 games in a row. He had 10 coaches' votes and 29 touches on the weekend.
Did he really?
Without
10?
Petrarca in the side, he just
Yep.
took his spot. Like for like, 20 touches at $1.27 for a midfielder is fucking value.
That's awesome.
So Trent Rivers 20, Lou.
Yeah, that'll come in next week. You're right. Give me prime time, Zach Merritt, Jev.
Ooh, hello.
25 plus, $1.21. This man possesses leadership qualities like Gandhi, and his left footer make your mum moist.
Ooh.
That's my summary of him anyway. His last 5 against the Demons, almost sexual this. 35-35, 41-25, 26.
That's a bucket load of footy.
An average of 32.5.
That's
So it's fucking awesome. That's why I'm betting on it. 25 plus. How do you not like that bet?
Yeah.
25 is a lot. That's the only thing. 25 is a lot, but you think the Bombers win. He's probably all-Australian captain right now, and I get
Unless he
$1.21.
gets like a full-on tag. He's
Yeah,
getting
and who would
25.
it
See how
be?
hard he works. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
too
would be
hard.
Neil Bullen, but he hurt his knee last
Nibbles.
week. So
Shout out
won't be
Nibbles.
playing. Cozzy Pickett anytime, Jake Stringer anytime.
Great bets.
Cozzy and the string bean just kick one.
Yep.
Cozzy's kicked 7 in his last 2 weeks,
Yeah,
a 5
wow.
and a 2.
Yep.
He's looking dangerous at the moment. He just kicks 1, and Stringer's kicked 8 in his last 3 weeks.
Contract year.
Just 1 goal each, boys. Keep us rolling.
Yep.
Saturday night at the G, they both just kick 1.
Yep.
We're still alive, I reckon.
Yeah, absolutely we are. Welcome. Got a debutant.
Oh, hello.
Would love to crowbar in a congratulations. Welcome to the man fans have been screaming for, Jeff. A lot of people screaming for him to come in the pyramid. Little laughable. Bloke's tougher than your nan's fold-out couch, so I'm talking about Sam Durham. 20 plus, $1.21. Melbourne depleted. They are right for the picking. He had 25 last week against the Pies, 24 touches his last 2 times against the D. So it's time that we reward the fella, I reckon. Not so much with the pyramid, but welcome to the 100K, Sam. You deserve
20
it.
touches,
20
you're in
plus. He's well liked among Essendon fans. We've got a
Yep.
lot of mates at Essendon fans. They love the big Durr horse. $20.21.
I got no more. You got one more?
You got nothing? I got the big rhubarb.
Roo!
think
I was about to. I was leaning back
I
to
can
go
see
Roo,
you
and you
charging.
said Sam Durham.
Give me Jacob Van Ruin anytime, $1.17. Talk about a man that's starting to show something, Jev. He's finally getting some great forward minutes. He's more excited than Sydney Sweeney's masseuse, this bloke. 2 goals, 1 against Wet Toast. Look real lively. 5 goals, 2 against Brisbane up north. 2 goals, 4 here in Melbourne against the Pies 4 weeks ago. So he's starting to click for Rhubarb. He's starting to get his looks just for one. I really like this. $1.17. I couldn't believe I'm only getting one.
Just one.
Yeah, just
Just
one.
fucking kick one.
He kicks one. Who goes to him? Probably Ridley.
Nah, Ridley be a bit loose. I reckon he'll try and get himself on. Maybe Ben Mackay, maybe Laverty, maybe Ridley.
I think he kicks one. No
he
doubt
just kicks one. He gets his
$1.17
chance.
is too good. Someone's got to kick him.
Kicked 4 goals 4 last weekend, didn't he? What do you got him down as?
2 goals 1.
I think it was more than that.
Maybe I just checked the half-time stats.
Yeah, I think the quarter time stats, he was on fire.
I must have. So I said it. Yeah, you're right. I knew he kicked more than that. I didn't know what the mail was saying. Hey, that's the Saturday slate.
That is the
Saturday
Saturday
slate.
I just
So
know exactly.
we are 100% alive going into Sunday. Sunday, July 14. We've got about 3 games to go. Gold Coast Suns vs Port, People's First Stadium, up at the bank. 1:10 p.m. Jeff, who do you like?
My fucking man, Noah Anderson.
Yeah.
Did you know Noah Anderson was asked to be on Home and Away when he was younger? He was a child prodigy actor, but he chose footy, and this is why. He's a goddamn Hall of Famer at home on the Gold Coast. 39, 33, 33, 36, and 35 his last 5 games at home.
That's awesome.
Averaging 35 touches at home for the season.
Yep.
My man Noah will keep rolling. I'm only asking for 25 touches at $1.20. He gets this by 3/4 time, and then it's just cream after that.
Yep.
Noah Anderson, the child prodigy, could have been an actor with Margot Robbie. Could have been the one that got Margot Robbie pregnant, but he chose,
chose
the
footy.
Suns, and I love it.
He chose ball.
He chose ball.
We need to put a bit of a post together into the year of all these facts. I'd love to know who your mail is. Jeff, give me the Horn identity. Give me Kane Horns, the chicken and sweets to Horn soup. I'm talking about Jason Horn-Francis.
Oh, yes.
Just for one. This guy's good. Jason Horn, $1.44 for one. I can't believe these odds.
So good.
He genuinely could have kicked 4 last week.
He was unbelievable. He had 4 good looks in the third quarter.
Yep.
Kicked 2 goals, 1.
I reckon he'll spend more time up forward. That's the mail I'm getting too, so I don't know about you. He's had 14 shots on goal in his last 5, which we love. We love shots on goals. This is my best better than night, I reckon. $1.44. It's criminal. Look, as I said, look for him to play more minutes up forward. Bit of a bigger split.
See, David King said he is Port Adelaide's best forward.
Yeah, well, it's hard to argue with.
He gets himself around stoppages, and then he just floats down there.
Yep.
And if you're not running with him, he just makes you pay. Artis is out.
Yes,
Mitch
Artis.
Georgiadis, Michelle Michiadis is not playing. He punched the fuck out of someone.
Yep.
It could be up to Jason Horn-Francis put on an all-time game.
Yep. Rosie back.
Right, yeah.
Means he can go forward.
Yeah, he'll kick a snag. Give me Matt Rao, the red-headed hard nut, for 20.
Yep.
Like Noah Anderson, he plays his best footy at home. No, he wasn't asked to be on Home and Away like Noah.
No.
He was asked to be an extra in Crackerjack by Mick Malloy.
You're
Did you
kidding.
know that? They wanted him as an extra in Crackerjack.
You play the bowling ball, I reckon.
He played the red bowling ball. The red lawn bowl was Matt Rao, if you go back and watch the credits. He's had 20 every game at home this year, and I'm still getting $1.20. I'll gobble it up. Anderson 25, Rao 20. It's like Cheech and Chong at home, basically. It just goes together.
Oh, there's an Insta post there of him as the red lawn bowl. That's fucking awesome. Give me the fiery Zach Butters.
Oh,
He's starting to cook again. I think Darce's dream of Brownlow's probably done.
there's just too many good players playing so well.
Yeah. I mean, Lockie Neal's coming so hard. I mean, still buy now.
Still buy.
Yeah, I reckon he's starting to cook again. 33 last week. He looked fit, fired, ready to crack in. Cracking in the back half of the year. He had a stouch with Kenny. I don't know if you saw.
And he got subbed off.
Yeah, he subbed off and then had the stouch.
Stouch. He was doing it all.
I don't know. I sort of liked it. I know they respect each other, but I reckon he's going to definitely want to show Ken the respect by giving him the effort he deserves. They'll knock off the Gold Coast cream buns, I reckon.
Yeah.
I like it. I don't necessarily like Port.
Gold Coast don't lose at home.
No, I know. I reckon they would do this.
No, they
week.
won't.
They do
They
this
are
week.
the 96 Bulls at home. They're the 17 Warriors.
I'll see you next week. Port will win.
Nah.
Port will win. $1.37 I'm getting for 25. This is a must win for both teams. It really is in terms of finals. I know you say they only win at home, but up the butt, man. I reckon you could argue Zach's the best player on the ground.
Yeah, well,
You could argue.
We'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see. We'll come back to this next week. I'm excited.
Yeah, $1.37.25. Regardless, it's a good bet.
Yeah, it is 100%. Great bet. Fiery as.
You got anything
Nah,
else?
nothing else.
Last
Great.
game?
Second last game.
Richmond GWS, Jev, MCG, you'll be there 3:20. Who do you like?
GWS's first game on the G for the season.
Is that right?
Round 18. It's their first time
great
on the
start.
G. Give me Dan Rioli for 20 at $1.20. He's become a multi-staple the last couple of weeks. 10 games in a row. He'll just keep it rolling on the G.
Yep.
He just gets his 20. He gets about 24 every week. Can't bet on him for 25, but you can always get on him for 20. Super reliable. Morgs.
Nah, good punting. Give me the Mediterranean meat hawk, Jev. Tim Taranto for 25. $1.49.
Mediterranean meat hook.
Is that what they say? I think that's what they call him. Tiger Tim, he just stands up and delivers against the old firm. 25 plus, $1.49, as I said. He's obviously got a lot of mates still at the club, Jev. And averaging 28 his last 5. And last year in his first game against the Giants, he had 36. So obviously steps up when he plays the Giants. His last 4 in the MCG, 27, 33, 35, and 26. So he loves it at home. I should say he's averaging 28 against the Giants is what I meant to say. So as I said, he steps up. I'm taking the meat hawk all day. 25 plus. It's a premier price. $1.49. It's too good to say no to. You like anything else?
Give me Toby Green for 1.
Yes.
Not one gut punch to Brody Kemp.
Yep.
Not one less chromosome than Noah Bolter.
Oof.
Not one puncher to fine a Caulfield Pokies bar. Just one goal on the G. Our man Tobes to kick 1.
Yep.
He'll kick 1. It pays $1 bugger all, but he's starting to look a bit back.
Yes, he's coming.
They're going to win this game.
Yep.
I can see 4 or 5. Last week,
Really?
I don't know if you remember last week, they were 5 goals down at quarter time.
Yep.
They got the clearance. He took a mark from 50 out against the Blues. Started second quarter, just went back from 50, slotted it, and they just got rolling after that. He's coming back.
Yep.
He's in for a massive last 10 weeks of the season. You still could see GWS on prelim weekend.
Absolutely. Well, they're going to be there, as you said.
I crossed that out.
Yeah, but it's impermanent marker. I'm the same. Give me Jesse Hogan for $2.29.
Yeah.
So this bloke's hotter than your dad in boxes at the moment, Jeff. Even as a Blues man, he has been my tip for Coleman all year.
Yeah.
I tried to talk John O'Brien into it at gather round.
Yeah.
So that's how confident I was. His third favourite at the moment, $7. I reckon that might be the biggest buy on the futures board right now. We'll talk about a bit more down in the ramble. But who's stopping Hollywood Hulk Hogan, brother? Last 5.
Brother.
5, 2, 1, 1, 1.
That's heaps of snags. He was dominant against the Blues.
So he's 100% his last 20 for 1. 93% on his last 40 for 1. Crazy good return.
Crazy good.
I need 2. As I said, we'll speak about it more in the ramble later. But if he's to win the Coleman, which I still like him for, and the Giants are going to make a splash in September, he's going to need to kick bags, and they're going to need to win games of footy. So that's the calculation.
That's good stuff. That is fucking good stuff.
Where else do you get this?
Oh, nowhere. And no one's listening by now. So.
Do you like anything else?
Yeah, no, that's it for me.
That's it. Final game. Eagles, Lions, Optus Stadium. It's either, so we've got Ryan's 100th, Simo's last, or the standing coaches first.
Yeah, I can't remember who the stand. I saw it before.
They announced it before. But so either way, there's something extra for the Eagles. So there's obviously the little buzz that they get for a new coach. Sometimes there's a buzz for the coach's last game, and then he goes, where the fuck was that, boys? And Ryan's 100th, which is going to, naturally they're going to
I heard Jack Darling shaved his pubes as well. So celebrating that.
Shaved an S in there or something.
For Simo. Shave your pubes for Simo, you reckon? That'll happen this week. Shave your nuts for Adam. Oh, Morgs, if Lachie Neale wins a 3rd Brownlow medal, is he a top 10 player since the year 2000? He'd joined Bobby Skilton, Dick Reynolds, and Ooey Stewie Ian Stewart as the only players with 3 Brownlows in history. He'd surpass Ablett, Judd, and Fife, who are on 2 Brownlows. He'd probably be a flag away from having seriously credible argument that he's a top 10 player since the year 2000. He's on absolute fire at the moment, coming off 3 and 36 on the weekend. He had 3 at quarter time, walked off with 36 touches. They tried to tag him. He was just too much. I'm just asking for 25 touches here.
Yeah, great.
He's on absolute fire. Lachie Neale, 25, Sunday Arvo, should be a tick. And if he's on his way to his 3rd Brownlow, do you think he's a top 10 player since the year 2000?
It's a fucking great question. It's one of those ones, I liken it to Dusty's the best ever.
Yeah.
It's won 3 norms. You could make the argument.
Yeah.
I think, I'm not the best person to ask, but if I was to ask you, I got a feeling you would say no.
No, I would say no, but just your resume ends up counting. So I wouldn't have him
that's
above
the thing.
Bont. But imagine Bont goes no Brownlow medals and Lachie Neale has 3. How do you not have...
That's the thing. Yeah, and that's why you got the different conversation. You can say who had the best career since 2000.
Yeah.
Easily better than Bonts.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
if you ask anyone right now, I reckon 9 out of 10 blokes say Bonts a far better player than Lachie Neale.
I agree, but he's an absolute star and he's coming in hot for this Brownlow.
One of the very first blokes that joined our Patreon too, Hayden Bunton, who you left out of that list, also won 3 norms.
3 Brownlows.
3 Brownlows.
Hayden Bunton, I couldn't get a good gag.
Sorry.
Bobby Skilton, Dick Reynolds, Uwe Stewie.
Sorry to hate us. Pays his $2 a week,
he does.
so he'll be
we
shattered.
Like hate us.
Give me Will Ashcroft for 20 and a bit of an awkward interview after the game. So it's a double. $1.48, 20 plus is an
It's a little tick lead.
It was an awesome price. That tick lead, it was just like he forgot his wallet.
Hang on, I'm just going to grab my wallet.
I actually want to get, this is actually true, I want to get Das to start his own videos and call it Bosch.
Or, it's wash.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean crash.
Crash.
Like, this is a car crash.
Yes.
Watching this crap.
20 is all I'm asking for. $1.48. It's an awesome price. As you said before, we won't get $1.48 for Ashcroft 20 again.
Nah, this is the last
we have
week.
to gobble it up now.
This is the last week. Give me Charlie Cameron for 1. Just
Yeah.
need Chuck for 1 at $1.11.
Yep.
He hasn't been as reliable this year for snags as past years. We used to rely on him for 2s and 3s last year, but he's just more of a single goal a game guy. He's kicked a goal in 9 of his last 10 games. Just 1, a bit of motorbiking, and we're happy.
Is it John Denver?
Bit of John Denver, but it's at Optus, so it might be the Wild Hogs theme song with Tim Allen, as Das keeps saying. What's another shit song? No, I love his song, but it's at Optus.
I agree
But
with
Charlie
that.
Cameron just kicks 1.
Yeah, big final. Give me Calamar Cheese anytime.
I love this leg.
Calamar Cheers.
Cheers.
Again, this crazy price, Jeff. $1.45. His last
Crazy.
4. So you said to me, I need a leg paying $1.40. So we're digging around in the pre-game meeting and you need some value. I get in the weeds. I find this for his last 4. 1 goal, 2 goals, 1 goal, 1 goal. 2 weeks ago against Melbourne, he kicked 1 goal, 3.
That's heaps of-
Gets his shots on
That's
goal.
shots on goal.
That's all we need when all we're asking for is 1 goal. That's what we need. So $1.47, Callum Archers. Do you like anything else?
Our fucking boy Mudflap for 2.
This is good.
$1.44 for 2 is premium price for a bloke that's kicked 23 goals in his last 6 games at Optus Stadium.
Wow.
23 his last 6. He only kicked 1 at Optus last game he played there against the Hawks 2 weeks ago, but the Eagles only kicked 4 goals for the day. He was just standing down there keeping his neck out of the sun, basically. They weren't getting a downboard to him. He's just wasn't getting his neck sunburned. He's kicked 2 on the weekend against the D's and got back to his ways. All will be right in this world again when Mudflap kicks 5 on a sunny Sunday arvo. I just need him for 2 at $1.44. Premium price for the Mudflap. We love him. What's up, brother?
Gosh. Yeah, Mudflap not kicking multiple snags is not right, is it?
It's not.
It doesn't feel good. Is this the final leg?
It is.
Cam Rain at any time, $1.33.
Come on.
Now, as I said, I know it's potentially Simo's last game, and there might be some added emotion there, or the new coach buzz. Cam Rain doesn't give a fuck.
Nah, he don't give a fuck.
Does not give a fuck. His
like
last
snags?
5, 3 goals, 2 goals, 1 goal, 1 goal, 1 goal. Cam Rayner hates Adam Simpson.
Hates him.
Hates him. For $1.33, I could not believe this. I've got a feeling this game, it might be close early, but it could be a bit of a step right up game.
You are just adamant there's going to be snags kicked in this game.
Adamant.
Like,
And
West Coast might score 90. Like, they might kick 14, 15 goals, but Brisbane could kick 130.
They'll kick a fuel price.
They'll kick a field price.
I reckon West Coast are more going to be more like 70, but still.
So you think it could be 130 to 70, like a 10-goal win.
Yep. And then like you
lot of goals.
Yeah, a bit of a goodbye Simo, good effort, just
Booed off.
couple of goals on
Nick
the board.
Nui on the field with his shaved nuts.
Rayner, Ashcroft.
They kick one.
Cheers.
Neil kicks one. Dunkley
That's
kicks
right,
one.
yes.
Danaher 2.
Correct.
Hipwood goes missing with his thrush.
Thrushwood. That's right. So that's too good. $1.33. Cam Rayner, he's in some sort of form, the boy. 3-2-2-1-1.
That's the multi, Lewis.
That's a great multi.
You only need $9.55 this week.
I can scrounge that up.
You go get $3.
Yep.
I'll get $3, and Darcy on night shifts, he can pay the $3.55. He can pay the 55 cents.
got it.
Put this bet on
That's
to
good.
win $100,018.
Give it to us.
Tom Papley anytime, Chad Warner 20. Caleb Sarong 25, Dylan Moore 15, Josh Treacy for 1.
Yep. Good.
Here we go.
Good.
Charlie Curnow 2, Nick Newman 20, Harry Mackay 2, Cody Waitman 1, Tom Liberatore 20.
Great.
Jack Higgins anytime, Dan Butler anytime. Darcy Fogarty 2, Tex 1. Jack Steele 20, Callum Wilkie 15, Lukey Nankervis wanks into a condom 15.
Feels better.
Trent Rivers 20, Sam Durham 20, Zach Merritt 25.
Yeah, it's good.
Van Ruin for 1, Cozzy Pickett for 1, Jake Stringer for 1.
Love it.
That's Saturday.
Contract year.
Ticks.
Oh, it's so
That's
good.
all tick.
Wake
We
up
should be alive on Saturday
so
night.
many ticks.
We wake up Sunday to Noah Anderson 25, Jason Horn-Francis anytime, Zach Butters 25, Matt Rao 20.
These are great legs.
Great legs. Then we roll Tim Torano 25, Dan Rioli 20, Jesse Ogan for 2, Toby Green for 1.
Yep.
We are rolling.
Jeez, this is
We
fucking
get to the
awesome.
last game of the weekend.
Yep.
Will Ashcroft 20, Lockie Neal 25, Cam Rayner anytime, Mud Flap for 2, Callum Archie for 1, Charlie Cameron for 1.
That's fucked.
That is the multi.
That pays
It's-
100 grand, you reckon?
Pays 100 grand for $10. It's 36 legs. They're all fucking great legs.
Yeah, they're great legs.
They
I'm
are great
so
legs.
happy with that.
Come on.
We are so smart.
It's so how smart are we?
That's a fucking awesome bet.
We are, if we are alive Saturday, I'm waking up Sunday morning and it's more sure thing. I'm gonna have 2 stiffies. That's how excited.
100%. I'll get up so early.
Oh, just
So-
coffee and tape.
So early. So that's the multi. So as I said, $10, $9.87 into 100 grand. We do it every week, and we'll keep doing it until we hit it, and then we'll fucking keep doing it.
We'll keep fucking doing it.
Patreon, as I said again, the links go out Saturday. If you want to make it a bit easier for yourself, you get access to the Discord as well. Some fucking good bets flying around in there. You get the emails for the link. You add them all into the bet slip, and it's done for you. So
Another one.
it's good. It's good. $2.
Like and subscribe to our YouTube.
Please.
Watch on YouTube.
Help.
Send it to a mate. Get around us. We don't know when it's going to help, but eventually it helps. We're always building followers. Send it to a mate. If you like the show, click the subscribe button. Turn the notifications on so you get notifications when everything comes out.
Great call.
Like us on Spotify. Like us on Apple. I don't know how you listen to us. If you watch, leave comments on YouTube.
If you don't.
Help us try and grow. If you don't watch, if you hate us like my nan does, it's fine. I'm a bit crude sometimes. She doesn't like it.
You say some bad jokes.
Oh, horrible.
Might be time to ramble.
It's ramble o'clock.
Stinger it in.
Sting of the ramble.
So only got the one game. It's disappointing. We should have 2 games. There should be a permanent Thursday night. I tell you what, a good mate of ours, Stenny, said, no Thursday night games during school holidays is unforgivable.
Yeah, it's so silly.
I can understand if you want to make an argument not during school holidays
Yeah.
when it's fucking freezing outside, but during school holidays you get a beanie on,
Oh.
you get numbers there, and we don't have double up games at 1:45.
Especially when like Melbourne and Sydney have school holidays over different weeks.
Yes.
So for 2 Thursdays,
this
you
is
get
good.
2 MCG
Yes.
games or Marvel games. Then you have one in Sydney or Brisbane or fucking Perth.
That is such a good point, Jeff.
Like you can have it over 4 weeks of school holidays in different states. We have to be better than this.
We have to be better than
Especially
this.
with the rolling fixture. Like West Coast probably aren't going to make finals.
No.
I'd watch for me to watch Harley. Like I watch Harley Reid either way.
Yeah.
Put him on a Thursday night.
Simo's last.
They can go. Yeah, Simo's
Yes.
last game should be on a Thursday
Yes.
night this week instead of buried on a Sunday arvo.
That's a great call. Even what's the Hawks game? Freo Hawks?
Freo Hawks.
That's a better Thursday night product.
Absolute. I'd love to watch the Hawks on
Oh,
Thursday.
for fuck's sake.
Yeah. Anyway,
We're in the ramble well and truly. Fuck me.
Collingwood Geelong. Das messaged me.
Did he?
He wants me to talk about Cowboy Shannon Neal.
Jesus,
He
that's-
absolutely loves Cowboy Shannon Neal.
Yep.
Reckons he leaves girls in Geelong with a limp.
Jesus.
He is that happy with himself. He's a big rooster. He's a big, good-looking rooster, the Cowboy. Prime
He's
time
tall.
Cowboy.
Yeah, he's tall.
Prime time. He could kick 7 on the Pies. This is Darce's lock. So we're getting $1.24 for any time.
Okay, that's good.
That's just your multi-builder. $1.24
That's
for any
great,
time.
actually.
$2.20 for 2.
Oh, I like it.
$5.25 for 3.
Yeah, I like it.
Now it's starting to talk.
We're heating up.
14 to 1 for 4 and 46 for 1 for 5.
Okay.
The Pies defense stinks.
Yep,
Especially
it does.
when they're not putting any pressure in the midfield.
Yep.
It stinks. So Das is like, get all over primetime Cowboy Neal. And imagine the limp after he kicks 5 at 46 to 1. I'll be messaging him, where are you going out, Cowboy? Because you are on fire, mate.
His headshots on every sheriff office in Geelong.
Have you got anything you like? Anything that stands out to you? Anything you're looking at?
So I wanted to address the elephant in the room for the listeners. It's purely for the listeners.
You just call me James.
The I look at the head-to-head odds, Jeff. I don't want to overreact. I don't want to do this, right?
Okay.
$1.73 for the Cats.
You reckon they're back?
Do you?
How are Collingwood kicking enough goals? Brody Myercheck isn't playing. They're injured as fuck.
It's Nick Dacos or bust.
Yep.
So is Nick Dacos beating Geelong by himself? So let's say that it isn't bust. Let's say Nick Dacos option. They're still not winning this game.
I like this.
$1.73. There's your multi-builder. $1.73 into big
Shannon Neal for 2.
limpage.
Limpage Neal for 2, you reckon?
Limp easy. $1.73. The Cats win this game.
Yeah, I like it.
But am I overreacting? Am I rambling?
If you think Morg's an idiot, and anyone that wants to comment, have a little bet with Morgs. If you're a Pie supporter, you want to have a little bet, like a little chili dog or something. Just something simple, like a Big Mac. Legit, you'll shout something like a Big Mac, he'll shout you a Big Mac. I know you'll eat it.
No, what we will do, shout out to 6,000, one of our biggest fans, commented on YouTube, if we tried the steakhouse stack, Jeff, of Macca's, we haven't.
No, we haven't.
So I will. Message me. I'll have a bet. I'll shout you a steakhouse stack meal. Irrelevant, I'll try it. Probably tomorrow.
He's a Cats fan, that bloke as well.
Is he really?
So he'll be all with you.
So he's with me. So
but Collingwood fans...
I might just head to Macca's with him.
Yeah. Collingwood fans, if you want to have a steakhouse Mac on this game with Lou, he will shout you a steakhouse Mac if the Pies win.
Gun to your head, who are you taking on the line bet? So we do 100K versus the bookies, but this time we're doing 100K versus the gun to your head.
What's the line?
4.5.
The Cats.
Minus 4.5.
Minus 4.5.
Definitely.
I think they're going to win. If I think they're going to win, I'd hate to take the Pies and the Cats win by 5 points.
That's
and then
right.
cover for me. I'm going to take. I wouldn't bet line. I'd just take Cats head to head.
Yep.
So if they won by 3, I'd still win my bet. But
it's funny because I say all this, right? There's Collingwood supporters listening to this right now, and rightfully so. This is the game. This is the sort of game Collingwood win.
Yeah,
it's like how they
100%.
beat Carlton earlier in the year. I was there. We got Dacos.
Yeah.
It is 100% the game they win. But if they do, I'd be so impressed. But more so, I'd be disappointed in the Cats.
Reach out to Morgs, reach out to the comments, or DM us if you want a steakhouse Mac on this game. Because I hope about 7 Collingwood players DM us. They all have that bet.
If DeGoey messages us because he's fuming.
Fans, 7 Collingwood fans DM us. They all have that bet.
Yep.
And the Cats win. And on Saturday morning, you have to head down to Mac's, have 7 large steakhouse Mac meals.
Or I wouldn't. The Pies win.
No, if the Cats win and you have 7 individual bets with Collingwood supporters and you have to have 7
Oh, so it's a gift.
It's a gift.
Yeah, it's a good
You
point.
could eat 7 of them.
I will, glad.
I know you
Gladfully.
will. Morgs, there's a player we need to talk about in this game.
Thanks.
Last one of Cowboy Shannon Neal.
Yep.
You like Cats head to head.
Yep.
Round 22, 2023. 14 touches, 7 goals, 4 against the Pies. Jeremy Cameron. He kicked 7-4 against them last round of the year last year.
That's so good.
7 goals, 4. Earlier in the year, he kicked 2 goals. Round 1, he kicked 2 goals, 1.
Yep.
He kicked 3 goals, 2 against him in the qualifying final. There's another big game in here, I'm positive. And he kicked 6 goals, 1. So the last, let me go through. So round 3, 2022, 6 goals, 1.
Yep.
Qualifying final 2022, 3 goals, 2. Round 1, 2023, 2 goals, 1. And then round 22, 7 goals, 4. Jeremy Cameron on the
loves him.
Darcy Moore is the most gettable fullback in the league right now.
Yep.
Yeah, Jeremy Cameron is back. He kicked 4 goals, 4. He gave off about 3 in the goal square.
Yep.
He's on absolute fire. I reckon Jerry Cameron is the absolute bet. He's only 11.50 for 5, 26 to 1 for 4. I reckon him for 4 into Shannon Neal for 3 is the bet.
I know I wouldn't say you overreacted, but you almost regretted dropping Jez.
Yeah.
There were people sort of coming for him a bit, but geez, he went from sort of looking a tiny bit older to last week. I know it was the Hawks and they jumped him and it was just sort of a game script, but geez, he fucking looked electric last week.
Oh, yeah. He's back with Hawkins out of the side. He's just back to, he owns that forward 50 and he's such a good pure footballer. He just gets up and down the ground and runs around.
I think you mentioned it before. I love him for 15. Did you mention this?
No, this is what about what I think Charlie Cameron will do this week.
Sorry, Charlie Curnow.
Charlie Curnow will do. Yeah, so Jeremy Cameron's had 15 every game for the season, I think, except for
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, except for 1. 19 last week. $1.33.15. This is our ramble multi. Geelong head-to-head.
Yep.
Jeremy Cameron 4. Cowboys Shannon Neal to give a girl a limp and kick 3. And Jeremy Cameron for 15. We're getting 28-1. With Sportsbet, they give you money back if any leg fails.
Yeah.
You might as well have a crack with that.
100%.
So we're going to have 5 on the 100K count on that.
What did Cowboy kick last week?
I'll tell you in a sec.
Don't worry about it.
He kicked a couple. I think he kicked 2.
2, that's enough. The form's there.
Collingwood's backline is so gettable. He kicked 2. He's kicked 2, 1, 1, 2 and 1. His last 5.
And Hawk not playing?
Hawk's not playing.
That's okay.
Hawk's having beers at his own luncheon.
Again.
All right.
Love the $1.73.
Morgs, I've got a multi. That's going to go to my feed.
And are these the bets that didn't get in the 100K?
These are the bets that didn't make the 100K.
You can't get this anywhere else.
These are the bets that didn't make the 100K. I'll tell you who's going to love Callum Mills coming back into the side.
Who?
Nick Blakey.
Yes.
Because it fucking frees him up.
Great call.
Frees him up like fucking anything. As I say all the time, I already reckon he's an absolute all-Australian lock.
You have said that.
And now he's going to get even more like opportunity chances. Mills will defend for him. He's going to get even more attacking.
Yep.
I'm getting $1.46 for him to have 20. So just start your week with Nick Blakey for 20.
Yep.
He's had it heaps. Sometimes when he defends more, he gets about 18, 19 touches, still takes the kick outs. He's had 2 games of 30 this year. He's had a few 25s. Some games he's just the best player on the field. So I'm going to start with Nick Blakey 20.
Love it.
Next, Tim Taranto anytime.
Okay.
He's kicked a goal every game he's played on the MCG this year.
Yeah, nice.
Every single
Great
time
stuff.
he's walked on the MCG, he's kicked a goal. Kicked a goal last week against Freo.
Yep.
He's playing his old side on the G. He always kick one. You still get $1.73 for him to kick one.
Yep.
I reckon he kicks one. And then this is my favourite leg. This was in the 100K till the last fucking minute.
Yep.
We just took it out. Big Sammy Draper anytime at $2.55.
When you said his form...
He kicked 3 the last time he played the Ds.
Yep.
He kicked a goal last week, and Max Gawn isn't playing.
Yes.
How are the Ds stopping him? Who's tall enough on Melbourne to actually stop him? He gets himself forward. He gets himself right to the top of the goal square. Just puts the big mitts up. He goes back and slots him. This is my multi of the weekend of legs that got forgotten. Oh, legs that just didn't make the cut. Blakey 20.
Yep.
Draper anytime. Taranto anytime. We're getting $7 for that.
That's a great
$7.
The Forgotten Legs multi.
And if you're going to have that, Lou,
which I will,
you got to have Blakey for 25.
Okay.
So we've had him for 20. So up it.
Yep.
So now $3.18 for 25. If you think 20 is a lock, that means you're thinking he's going to have 22, 23. He's going to be covered. He's a chance for 25.
Definitely.
Draper for 2 at $12.
Jesus.
Draper 2 at 12, who kicked 3 on the Ds last time. No Max Gawn. And then Taranto for 2. At $5, which is sort of short in a way, but if he kicks 1 every time he walks on the MCG, why can't he kick his second? If he kicks 1 in each half, that multi is paying 200-1.
Wow, okay.
Blakey 25, Draper 2, Taranto 2. I'm going to post both them on my feed. I hope they win. What we spoke about, we're going to have a look at Charlie Curnow possessions.
Yes,
he's going to go get up the ground.
Just quietly on that, I also reckon you got to have those singles of the second multi.
Yeah,
like Draper for 2 at 12 is a must-have at 5.
Must have.
Responsibly, of course. Maybe have 2 on it.
Yeah, 2 bucks.
1 on it. Have a bet with your dad on it.
All right, what would Charlie Curnow need to be paying for 20 for you to have a good sprinkle on him? Say you had a $20 note, you walk down to the old tab, you put 20 in, and you're like, I want to have a good fun with this 20. I'm taking Charlie Curnow for 20 touches.
Good little lashing. 3's enough.
8-1.
You're kidding.
$8. He's paying $2.20 for 15, $8 for 20.
$2.20. So what's he had his last 5?
8 and 7 his last 2. There's a 13, 11 and a 9. But everyone knows he's got to get a bit more up the field. What's he done against the Dogs in the past?
The only thing...
13, 16, 17. His last 3 against the Dogs. Well, there's a 16 to 17. There's a 19 in there as well.
The only thing that scares me is it means that we need to be on the ropes for it to happen. Because if he kicks 2 in the first...
Yeah, he's in the goal
He's not
square.
going anywhere else.
Yeah.
But I still love the bet.
But what if he starts centre forward and he just runs up, he gets 10 touches and a goal a quarter time, and then he goes down to the goal square?
So my only other question would be I would almost be shattered if he did.
Yeah, right.
I think it's the
his
Coleman medalist.
Put him in the goal square.
It's not like he's had one bad game.
I still like this 8-1
No, I
for
definitely
20.
like it. But I just don't think we throw the toys out of the cot just yet in terms of starting him anywhere else. Start him in the cage. He's the best forward in the comp when he's up and running.
Yep.
Well, let's have a look at that.
Yep.
Who's and no one's going to be riding him like Buckley did last week.
Nah, Liam Jones is injured.
Yep.
They've put Rory Lobb back. Can Rory Lobb go with Charlie Kerner or Harry Mackay?
No.
And it's Alex Keith, who is just not athletic enough to go with Kerner.
I respect Keith's game, but no.
He could have 5 and 20 big chuck and just be right back to the best player in the comp.
I guarantee you Keith plays on Mackay.
You reckon?
They are the same player.
See, I reckon Rory Lobb's a bit more like Mackay.
I don't think Roy Lobb's good enough.
He's not good enough for Kerner.
It's a bit stiff, isn't it?
I think Keith...
It's better than me.
If Kerner's going to wrestle... Like, Keith reminds me a bit more of Jack Buckley.
Keithy George.
Morgs, I teased it at the start of the show.
That's a ramble.
No, this is good. I teased it at the start of the show.
You did.
I'm opening another Punters Club.
That's right, yes. I'm out of cash.
It does. I'm opening another Punters Club. If you've made it this far, I want you in this Punters Club. And this goes to our Discord as well. I'm calling it the 4-week 100K Punters Club. So it's the same thing. Nah, it'll be fucking fun. It's going to be a journey.
We need to work on the title. I like it though. I like it.
The 4x100. The Olympics
That's
coming.
good.
The 4x100.
There you go.
Punters Club.
Just took a little
4x100 PC. The Olympics around the corner. Right. So we got the 10K Punters Club that's happening every week until we win it.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
With a 100K pod, we've never won the 100K. No. People always message us like, why don't we try and do it a bit slower?
Yes, they do.
We put out a bet with Mates Code. We get 100 people to put in $10 like that usually.
Like with this.
So we're going to start with $1,000. $3.50 is what the multi this weekend's going to pay.
Yep.
$1,000 at $3.50 equals $3,500. We go next week into round 19 with $3,500.
Yep.
We go $3.50 again. Round 19, $3,500 times $3.50 equals $10,500. Bang! It's round 20. We're at $10,500. We go $3.50 again.
Love this.
$31,500.
Yep.
At the end of round 20. All of a sudden, knock, knock, it's round 21. We've got $31,500 to spend. $3.50 again in round 21 equals $110,250. The 100K pod finally wins 100K. It's going to take 100 people putting in $10. We're going to start this weekend.
This so much.
You're going to make a great image of this.
I'm so in.
4 weeks to try and win 100K as a group. It's going to be the funnest journey ever if we get there.
I fucking love it.
4 weeks. I can't wait to see the people that join. I think this will fill up like wild cheeks.
Wild cheeks. Have you got a code yet or not yet?
I've got a code right here.
Awesome.
NZ9TNW.
Yeah, good.
N for Nathaniel, Z for zebra, 9 like the number 9. T for tiara, N for the Nathaniel, and W for the Swans win on the weekend. NZ9TNW, the 4x100.
N for Cal Wilkie's middle name, Sebastian Nelms. He's got 2 middle names, Jeff.
N for Lukey Nankervis.
That's actually awesome. You could even do it that because it would sync up, I reckon, that the final week you bet on the 4x100 medley in the Olympics.
And just take Jamaica, you reckon?
Yeah.
They just win it every
Swimming,
year.
I mean.
Oh, I was thinking the racing. Jamaica can't swim. No wonder you were shocked.
Is that? Can we keep that in?
Yeah,
I think so.
Jamaica, they would have been 70 to 1 to win the 4x100 in the pool. They're $1.07 on the track and 70 to 1 in the pool. They cannot swim.
In fairness, I didn't say swimming, so it's not your fault. Oh, geez, that'd have to be close to the end, wouldn't it?
That is the show. I hope you haven't run out of battery or something.
I hope I have.
Oh, if we have to refilm
This
that.
would be better just on audio. Hey, hell of a show. I reckon we've said this a lot. We've said this too many times. Yeah, what do you got?
We just got to do a quick 100K versus bookies. Just one each. Just get the odds up.
Right.
Tell me the line that jumps out to you.
I'm ready when you are, if you've got one.
You go first.
I wasn't ready, but I had the odds up. We can cut this.
I'll take GWS minus 24.5 against the Tigers on the G.
That's pretty good.
I reckon they're back. I reckon they little boyed the Blues a bit on the weekend.
They did.
And if my favourite second bet would be Essendon minus 10.5 against the Ds. I think Essendon are certainties, but they haven't covered their last 7 games as favourites. Saw it on Sportsbet, but I'm going to take the 10.5. I think they're going to be a touch too good. I think there are too many good players on the park. Essendon supporters will be shocked how nice I'm being to them. Your favourite?
I've made a habit of being wrong on the 4:40 game in West Coast, but I'm going to take the Lions minus 28.5.
Yeah, you're super keen.
I just think they'll kick a fuel price.
That just wins. They're going to pump them.
It's just whether is there that emotional pop for this coaching.
All the Eagles have their pubes shaved.
An S in their pubes. Ryan's 100.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll give me the 28.5.
Come on. Blues Dogs.
Blues Dogs, big final. What is it? Minus 12.5.
The Blues just win.
I'll just take the $1.49.
Blues win.
That's nice, head to head.
Swans North. I think the Swans win. I think they're back to their winning ways.
Yep.
I can see this either being 10 points and we don't look that good again and I crack the shits and I'm still angry at the roast because we haven't pumped North.
Yes.
Or 110 points.
Yeah.
And we're fucking back and the firepower's back and they didn't defend enough North. But I just think we win. We just have to get a W on the board.
I think, often with these points, the bookies know.
The bookies know.
47 is a lot.
It's a lot of points.
So even if they're wrong, it's not going to be wrong by much. Hopefully, Darcy will be back on next week's show. Yeah. He's still on night shift, but we might have, and I said this, we've saying it before, we've said this too many times.
We've been trying to tee up this guest for a couple of weeks.
We might have a great guest on next week's show. We've just been trying to tee up. He was all over Channel 7. I don't know if you saw in the Giants game. He was blind in the room, so good for him. But we won't reveal it in case we don't get him. But Darcy will be back, so we're sorry that Darcy wasn't back after the best Sunday roast of the year, but I stand in and we
put on a hell of a multi.
It's a great multi. Don't know if it's a good show, but it's a good multi. And that's all you can ask. You said the Swans, $1.07 you're taking head to head into the Blues. They'll win, $1.49.
That gets you bet $1.80. Chile!
Baby back ribs.
Baby back ribs.
Chances are you're about to lose. For free and confidential support, call 1-800-858-858 or visit gamblinghelponline.org.au.